Nigerians and hello Nigerians in diaspora. I'm still your favorite TV girl Zainab, and I know you've missed me just as I've missed you so much. But you know, a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. And I'm sure my co-host here, my sweet peri sugar pepperoni Mickey Tom.
Please. I'm trying to.
Tom Mickey Davis here has kept you. Oh, come on, baby. You know you missed me.
Yeah, I did.
So welcome to a special edition. This is really special because, you know, if you've been a part of the show, you know this setting is different. I mean, you're seeing our full attire. Usually it's always, you know, I'll have something. Even if you don't wear slippers or something, they will not know. But now, our actually is about to do. So welcome to another special edition, and here is to my co-host.
All right, if you're just joining us, it's a wonderful time with Zainab all the time. Trust me. Even though she gets on my nerves sometimes, I just feel
keep our fight inside.
If
that's why we're a couple.
A girl has to do what she has to do. A man has to do what he has to do too. So.
You refused to give me money for soup. And, you know, I protested. So.
All right, welcome back to the show. This is Take It Back special, and today we have 3 guests on the show. Yes. And guess what? They are all from South Africa.
Correction, South Africa. They're from South Africa. That's how I call it.
All right.
Follow the accent. It's South Africa.
All right, I'm going to
try it again. Yeah, you know. Fine.
We have some guests on the show today, and they're all from South Africa. All right, we have the first person on the scene. His name is Prince Abayomi Johnson, or Daniel, aka JJ. Yeah. Wow. Nice not that of Okusha. JJ.
Well, you know, it's sporty.
Yeah, it's sporty.
It could be
the word.
JJ ruled the world.
Yeah.
It's okay. All right, is into skills empowerment and is also into immigration consulting.
Yeah, I've been talking to him about South Africa, you know.
Okay.
So we might just be shooting live from South Africa in a couple of weeks. Don't be surprised. Are you follow me?
Next.
Wow. Okay. That's awful. And then you know, behind every successful man, it's a beautiful woman. You will know the successful man later, but first let us introduce to you the one woman mopo. Me and like, you know, women, and we have to stay together and stick together. When I saw her, I'm like, oh my god, she was really dressed sporty, so fine. She's a mama of 4, but you wouldn't know. I mean, you know, she's looking all posh and, you know, classy and tush. You know, when the camera, you know, you will know. You will, by the way, I assemble is mine, so no digs on that. She's no other person than Comrade Doris Ikire. I hope I got that right. Solan. And she's also a designer, she's a businesswoman, and industrial psychologist. That word is heavy. Industrial psychologist. And she's also from South Africa. And no other person, but still the coordinator of TIB and AAC in Pretoria, South Africa. Wow. So the third. No, we didn't do drum.
No, we do drum roll
after.
Yeah. You know what earlier you said behind every successful man is a successful woman.
Yeah, it's a more successful woman.
At least you got to declare that there's a successful man.
More successful woman.
Alright, I'm talking about no other person than Mr. Olushola Ayotunde Sholari.
Oh,
he's a businessman.
You're not supposed to drop that song. I don't say wait for it.
Okay,
wait for it, and I say okay. I say
Sholari. Alright, he's a businessman, a sports administrator, and a member of South Africa. A member of Take It Back in South Africa and AAC.
Yes.
Now this man that I just spoke to you about is everything to Comrade Doris. Without this man, there's no Comrade Doris.
Everything like 3 times. Everything. How far you now?
You can ask them now. Let us say no. You can ask her, let her say no.
I mean, you know, it's understandable considering that their 17th wedding anniversary was the day before yesterday. By the way, they didn't bring us the coke and drinks. I'm going to get it after the show, definitely. But then, you know, we understand that it's everything. That's everything.
No, we have to let them know. Is everything behind? You know.
Let's do our drum roll.
Drum rolls.
So welcome to the South Africa edition of Take It Back TV. Yeah, we like the South Africa.
We like the South Africa.
It's so cool.
Alright, I'm going to be asking you questions back to back, and she definitely will be asking questions from back to back, and it's going to be a back to back question until we're finally back to this place and eventually back out. So,
David's up for you.
Take it back.
Okay, I do see that coming.
Alright, my first question is, what is Nigerians in diaspora doing in South Africa about Take It Back? I'm directing the question to you, coordinator.
Diasporans in South Africa are crazy about Take It Back. They've actually bought over the vision, and this is driving everyone. They're very overly excited and want to see this vision become a reality.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
So I'm going to be directing my question to you. See, I'm a lover girl. I like love a lot. So it might be focused on Take It Back, but let's diversify a bit. So it's beautiful to know that there's a family, you know, of Take It Back. And when I mean a family, I mean you two are a family. So how has it been so far? Because I know because she's a coordinator, that would take a lot of her time or energy. How have you been able to, you know, be a support system and still be a member so far?
Thank you. It has been an amazing one because this is not the first time of us doing something like this together. Oh. You know, it's an experience that we had when we were in university. As at that time. So
yeah, they went in lag right away. You know,
so what we are doing now is not exceptional. It's just a carryover what we've been doing before.
Interesting. So you already know how to work together, the teamwork, and that's
exactly.
That's beautiful.
Exactly. It's all about management. Time
and
management,
then, you know,
and then managing.
It is management.
Oh, it's solid management.
It is
exactly.
management. So.
Wow.
Or anything management.
It usually arouses my you know. Thank you. Yeah. It's
that was not the word.
That was not the word.
I said
yeah, that's the word now. That's the word.
Okay.
Yeah, it arouses my when I see a man that studied management and is managing a sportswoman.
A sportman managing a
sportman. So it simply means that nothing can actually go wrong in quotes.
Yeah.
Nothing can actually go wrong.
Or maybe they just always are in tune. You know, the synergies. You can't mix it at all.
A wise man once said that when you find your loved one, someone who you'll end up your life with. Don't look at me like that, like you're ending up with me. When you find somebody when you find somebody you end up with, you know.
In front of South Africa people, you're
come
denying
on, don't do this to me.
Okay, so I'm single officially. Please shoot your shot. Shebi, you're not ending up with me.
Oh, okay.
Our question is
I'll come back to that. Let's talk about migration a little bit. Immigration and xenophobic in South Africa. Okay. For a very long time now, Nigerians and blacks in South Africa basically have been complaining that they kill them.
Okay.
And you as an immigration expert, how do you feel the government can actually come in to help Nigerians in this position?
Oh, well, thank you for your question. When we talk about immigration has a very wide role to play, understand? And the immigrant in the country, you need to know the rules and regulations that guides the country where you are in to, understand? And at the same time, we have a lot of legal immigrant in the country and illegal immigrant, understand? There are some of our people that also they maybe out of enjoyment or excitement in the country, they forgot where they are going to and where they are coming from. So what they need to put first, they abandon it and focus on what is not needful, you understand? And when we're talking of South African, we know that, okay, good and fine. I can't say they are accommodating or they are not, you understand? But when we look at our environment, where we came from, especially in Nigeria, like our president said earlier on, that Nigeria is a big brother of African continent.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's a big brother who cannot provide for his children. So you can't expect people who migrate from here to South Africa to be honored or to be appreciated over there. Because I could remember many years back when I came to South Africa, they said, oh, Nigeria are very rich, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. Really? But at the same time, we are here suffering. You understand?
Yes.
Out of selfish interest and greediness. You understand?
Yeah, hopefully that will
so
change.
Those are the things that you see. These people will say, okay, you Nigerians come to our country, then you are making name, you are making money, you are doing this, you are doing that. It's not all about Nigeria alone. It's all about all Africans that are in South Africa that are facing the same thing. But it's just that our voice is out there.
And
that's why they keep on hearing that Nigerian, they are killing Nigeria. It's not only Nigeria that's killing in South Africa, but all African countries are affected.
Okay.
I think I'm going to direct my question to you, coordinator. So I'm aware of the fact that you went to Unilag with the convener of Take It Back, that's Mr. Omoyele Sowore, and you studied geology. I don't know, maybe the same set, but same course. Okay. So my question is, what exactly is it about him that probed you or that pushes you to want to do this much for the movement? Because the way I'm saying it, it's easy to be a member of Take It Back movement. You could have just, been fine with that. But there's a party, and even though they're intertwined, they're still independent. But you're, juggling both. So what exactly is it about Omoyele Sowore that has pushed you this far to lend your voice even in South Africa?
One thing I would like to emphasize, and I keep saying, is the fact that the vision behind this movement pushes me a whole lot. I admire his strength, his agility, and the fact that he's fearless.
Yes.
So that motivates me a lot, and it has also built up my confidence to see that whatever it will take for us to take it back, I'm ready.
Oh my God. I that slogan, Take It Back. Well, if you're letting can wear, take it. Why are you looking at me like that?
Is it your look? Can't I look again?
The way she said it, like whatever it takes for us to take it back. I need to back pada,
You know the best way to talk myself, don't take a personal like this. The way you're taking it personal, I take it.
I have to do all this so that she will not think so. I still giving me that I'll be begging for car, clothes, everything. Because when I'm in our good books like this, this
is your begging character will lead you on.
Well,
the truth about the matter is, for a very long time, many Nigerians feel because you stay abroad, elections in Nigeria does not concern you.
Yes.
Some of my friends that stay outside the shores of this country, you call them and tell them, come and vote. The next thing they tell you is, country. What has
Nigeria done for me?
What has Nigeria done for me and all that? So I'm going to ask you a question. How is the 2019 general election going to affect Nigerians in diaspora, especially in South Africa?
That's a multi-million-dollar question. The South African team are ready to come back home.
Wow.
Yes. And I'm saying it with all confidence.
Okay, sorry, man. Let me quickly interject. Pretoria, South Africa, or South Africa as a whole?
South Africa as a whole.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Even the Cape Town students, they are in it 100%.
Yeah.
You see, the student body, they're a very strong, formidable force. And they have shown great interest. In fact, Cape Town was not part of the original itinerary when we were planning. They contacted me and insisted that they want to be part of the event. And within a week or less, they were able to put together what you see that happened in Cape Town. That's to tell you how, motivated and ready these young people are. So the fact that, like he said in one of his slogans, that we want to take it back, not because we are young, but because we are responsible. So one fact that I want to establish out there is that you might think people in diaspora, because they're having some level of comfort, do not consider coming back home. There's nothing like home, really. Because coming back home, even though the environment is not exactly conducive, but within me, I feel this satisfaction, this confidence that I'm in my country. I can be free to express myself and be heard. I can be able to request for what I want with a lot of confidence that I'm a bona fide citizen of this country. So the way you make your bed, so you lie on it. So I've come here to make the bed so that I can lie comfortably come 2019.
All right, knowing fully that being old is not a function of wisdom. I mean, wisdom is not a function of being old. Which means that for some young people, they could be wiser than some older ones. It simply means that the young ones will definitely need to prepare themselves come 2019. When we're having a discussion with you, we talked about some young people who have refused to come into Nigeria because of how degraded Nigeria has become.
Yes.
It's not because they don't want to come to the country, but because of the picture and the paintings they've called Nigeria and they've made Nigeria look like before them. How do you feel you want to tackle all of this at the same time, coming back in 2019 to convince those same people
to
come back and vote? We know that these people, the way they see Nigeria outside these shores, is that Nigeria is a shithole, Nigeria is a piece, Nigeria is, coming to that country is a pitiable piece, it is only the bros. If I come to that country, I will just have skin rashes. Man will be wrong, I'm telling you the truth.
Sorry.
They feel that whenever you come to Nigeria...
calm down. I know, when you talk Nigeria like this, you're always very passionate. Yeah, sorry.
Sir, are you listening to me, sir? No. A lot of people feel that when you come to Nigeria, they are coming to get malaria. They feel when they come to Nigeria, fever will follow them back to America. They feel anytime they come to malaria, Ebola is one place staying for them to collect. How do you intend to convince these same people to come back?
To vote.
Not just to vote, to get their PVC first.
Okay.
And then come back.
Vote.
And take up.
And then stay back.
And stay back. How do you intend to do all of this?
Okay, thank you. I will just quickly go back to the question that you asked our coordinator. You see, our principal, Omoyele Sowore, is disrupting, let me use that word, the political space in Nigeria.
That's true.
And when you see somebody disrupting the political space, is doing something that others has not done, that gave people sense of belonging, of being part of the governance of their country.
That's true.
How many presidents have you seen going to people in diaspora, reorientating them, conscientizing them, telling them that we have to do this government together?
None actually.
None actually.
Do you see that is disrupting the political space in Nigeria? And people believe that government is something that is far from you. But bringing government closer to you gives you a sense of belonging.
Yes.
And that's why a lot of people in diaspora, they have made up their mind that, look, the mistake we are making, we don't have to continue making such mistake, rather than to correct it and to be part of that governance. And that's why you see people in South Africa, they are being conscientized, reoriented, and we are mobilizing more. And that's why you see set of us that we are here. Others cannot come here today because of one of the reasons or the other, that we flew in for this purpose. Other countries, they are doing the same because we have a medium at which we communicate.
True that.
We have to play our parts. And our principal too, you know, he lived abroad.
Yes.
He see how things work. You see, all what we are doing, we are being passionate about our great country. We love our country.
Yes.
And we love Nigeria. Coming back to your second question, when somebody is passionate, when you have a strong belief about something, any disadvantage that you come across that thing is minor to you.
Yes. Yes.
The roads is not good. Yeah, it's a factor. There is no constant electricity. It's a factor. But when people made up their mind, and that's what you are saying now, people have made up their mind that they can't continue living this governance in the hands of these cabals that have led us to the point that we are. And that's why you see people even leaving their businesses, leaving their families, flying down to Nigeria for things that have to be changed, because nobody will change our country for us rather than we fixing the country.
Wow.
That's
I think you deserve a round of applause.
Okay.
You spoke like a unionist.
You know, like I could feel see the way you adjusted.
I almost shouted, "I'm not continue."
No, you don't. I knew this person was going to come when he changed seat. He decided to sit like this, like, sure, you want to ask question, let me answer.
Bring it on.
You know. So thank you very much. But first of all, well, in all honesty, I don't blame these people. You know, because naturally, as human beings, once you have a taste of a better life, you just want to be there. But because some of us, like we here, we believe that Nigeria is going to, the narrative will change. Nigeria is going to be better, is why we are all here. Yeah. That's a fact. So I feel there are certain things that people in the grassroots, and being specific about South Africa now, would have informed you one way or the other that may not have been able to get to the convener. say for instance, there are things that are in place in South Africa but we don't have in Nigeria. Things they feel that the incoming government we know
a lot.
we know things they feel the incoming government can incorporate into the manifesto or plans. What are those things, if there are any? So it's an open question.
Okay, if I may add to that question, you see, as far as South Africa is concerned and Nigeria, there are a lot of immigrants, Nigerian immigrants in South Africa that wanted to come back home. That's number one thing.
Okay.
Even some that are even sleeping on the street, they prefer staying there than coming to Nigeria.
On the streets in South Africa?
Yes. They prefer staying there than coming to Nigeria. But if things are put in places, if the infrastructure is there, the guru, everything is in places, they are ready to come back up. And when we're talking about these cabals, I used to tell, like what happened yesterday, a lot happened yesterday. And that's why I said, well, we appreciate President Muhammad Buhari for his time. So he just needs to go and relax.
Thank you, and go back to Dara.
To go and relax. And Baba Obasanjo should just relax. Yeah. Till he gets to his time.
They should retire.
They should allow us, the youth, to see what to bring what is inside of us, to implement it, to see how we can make at least take the country forward. You see, there are a lot of things happening in South Africa that Nigeria cannot even go there. Okay, for instance, let me mention this. In Nigeria, you cannot be driving and a soldier man also is driving behind you, then maybe you overtake him. Nigeria can easily, the soldier man can easily overtake you and stop you and start slapping you.
That's true.
There's nothing like that in South Africa.
So there's
human rights.
law and order.
Human rights.
Yeah, if we go to the shopping market, like maybe ShopRite, whatsoever, we join the queue. Either you're a minister or you're a governor.
That's equality.
If you don't send your housemaid or whatsoever,
equality.
so the law is there. You understand? It's not that you see somebody then you say. I could remember many years back when during the times of Lamadation, I was in Mr. Biggs in Ibadan, when they said the first man wanted to eat the son of Lamadation. You know, we're there. Everybody has to come out.
His son, not even
his son.
His son.
So you can imagine that is madness.
President.
Even if he's a president.
Don't I refuse? And there's another guy that refused. Then it leads to fight.
Wow.
So you can imagine that.
I get you.
Nigeria is a place where maladministration reigns. You understand? And these are the things we need to change. Yes, we need to put things in places. We need to know where we are going to, where we are coming from. If they can cage the people that are here in Nigeria, they can cage the people in diaspora.
That's true.
That's true.
So
even we that were here refuse to be caged.
Yeah. So they should know where to place us. They should know that if they keep saying we are the future of tomorrow.
Yes.
The future starts
now. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not going to stop you. I'm going to just chip in this too, because they usually say in Nigeria that we have freedom of speech, but freedom after speech, we don't know. We don't know what will happen to you.
Imagine. Imagine.
And also, what concerns Nigerians in diaspora is not what concerns Nigerians in Nigeria.
Nigeria, yes.
That's true.
So I want you people to help me. I don't know if I have never stayed abroad, so I don't know.
I tried to take him out, but that didn't work out. So please go on. Well, I have stayed abroad. I stayed 2 days in Ghana. That's abroad. Ghana is abroad. It's in the abroad.
So all the Togo and Ghana that I went to, and I didn't mention it as abroad. You think I don't know what I'm saying?
Excuse me, Ghana is abroad. You fly there.
You need to travel out.
Okay, no by Molue.
I didn't go there.
Can you imagine? People that trekked from Nigeria to Morocco into Spain, they'll say they traveled out. They didn't travel, they walked. They walked out. Well, my question is this. What are these things that concerns Nigerians in diaspora that we need to tackle in the next government?
Okay, if I may come in there, there is a lot.
Okay.
A lot. We have seen a functioning society.
Wow.
Where everything works and works perfectly. The Nigerian that we have, nothing is working.
That's true, but it hurts.
We don't have a functional society. And that's where you see abnormalities happening in our country. No planning. You see people that have worked for government throughout their life. There is no provision for them.
For them at all.
That's true.
I mean,
a lot of them are dying,
and
you have people in the governance, these people that taught you, that have served you, you didn't provide for them. That's abnormalities.
I mean, some governors were saying it that they are not.
Apart from that, nothing is working. Nothing. When you lived abroad and you come to Nigeria, you are just here because it's your fatherland. You see that things are not working.
It's not because you want to come home.
You understand? And that's why we went to this race. So those are the things that people in diaspora have seen, that this had to work. We just have to make it work. Most of these things that you've seen in abroad, go and do your research. There is nothing functioning anywhere in the world. You will see an input of a Nigerian there. Go and make your research.
No, that's true. That's true.
Is it medical line? Is it IT?
Yes.
Nothing.
Sports? Is it sports?
Yes.
Nothing.
Just check.
That's true. That's true.
You will see a brain behind it that they are Nigerians. So how can we be doing it for other countries, whereas we can't do more for our country? And those people, some of them even come voluntarily to come and give their expertise, but they are not given the opportunity.
Yes.
The other one that said she sponsored herself to the
Olympics.
Olympics.
The government did not even recognize her.
I mean, you know,
That's on the area of sports.
sponsor herself. What did they do?
So,
What did they do?
one of the major reasons why you see people in diaspora coming home for this election, and even before the election, they are playing their part, is that they want Nigeria to be a functioning country.
Community. To that.
A country where things work. And I know my coordinator will take it over from there.
I was actually
she's gonna round it up. Let me just add to what.
Oh, you want to add that? She round it up.
My comrade, she's our coordinator. She will round it up.
She will coordinate everything.
She will coordinate everything. Everything coordinatable. Let me just add something to what my comrade said.
Yeah.
I could remember sometime in February, March, I came to Nigeria. On my way going back, you can see, even let's take from our airport there, a lot of shit is happening there. On my way going back, you can imagine after boarding, the immigration was checking my passport and said, this passport does not look original. The passport I've been using to fly almost all the countries, not only Nigeria, not Europe's. You can imagine that it does not look original. Sir, what are you doing in South Africa?
I came to serve
and I told her, you know what? That question you ask belongs to my parent or the South African government, not here in my home. If you want to ask me, because like you said earlier, that some of the Nigeria in diaspora we said, what has Nigeria done for them?
Yes.
Nigeria lead me out of this country. I was one of the victims in 2010 crisis in Jos. Slept with the dead people for 8 days. On the 3rd of January, I will never forget in my life. For 8 days. When I was able to pay for my flight through my uncle from Scotland via GTB, before they can even board me from Jos to Lagos, I have to pay 5,000 per head again, individual, that we are going to board a plane, apart from the ticketing. So you can imagine, I came into Lagos, I was like running mad because all my businesses, I got 3 businesses in Jos. Motivational stores, boutique and unisex salon, into the water, everything.
Wow.
That's what led me out of this country.
They almost killed you.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
now you now have the guts to be asking me what am I doing over there? Who are you to ask me such questions?
you went to start for food.
I don't know how to sell apple. I only eat apple. So you can imagine. So there's nothing is working. That is why you see African Nigeria, even those one that is still in inside the pregnancy, they are looking for a way to travel out of this country.
Already. A lot of Nigerians have left in mind.
So, I want to go back to my coordinator.
A lot of us left in our mind.
Some people have left this country. You know, they are just moving.
You know, some
you
people.
You ask some people now, are you in Nigeria? I say, no. I'm Indian. No. That's what they usually
But
say.
then some of us, like this, when you ask us, are you in Nigeria? We're like, yes. In fact, I'm proudly from Ibadan. Oyo State.
Oh,
I'm about to so sorry.
And I'm
sticking it.
I thought you are from India. Are you telling me what you are from Nigeria?
In what? I've never smelt.
I'm about let's coordinate this issue.
Okay, so one final question I have for you as coordinator is, can you give us an estimate, maybe not an exact figure, but an estimate of the number of people we have in Take It Back movement and AAC in South Africa?
We have a WhatsApp group. It's already full as I speak to you.
Wow.
We need to migrate now to Telegram.
Oh, yeah.
So, especially after the success of the event we had, a lot of people have suddenly awakened to reality. I've been getting calls, I've been getting WhatsApp chats, I've been getting emails
on how they can help,
how they want to be part of this, even from non-Nigerians.
Interesting.
Exactly. What really excites them is the vision. You see, that vision was well thought of.
Yes.
You understand me? It's a vision that will outlive every one of us. And it's a vision that is going to eventually erase the wrong impression and the perception that people have about Nigeria. So that is why me, as an individual, I'm ready to go all the way, because that green passport poses an embarrassment to my person. So even to my daughter, it's a stain to her. She says to me, Mom, I'm the only Nigerian in that school, and I don't even want to feel like a Nigerian.
That's
I'm telling you. So that's the vision behind TIB is so motivating, because it helps to celebrate the responsible Nigerians, the good ones who are doing great things out there. It's unfortunate that the few who are destroying our names are the one making the headlines. You understand me? But there's so many Nigerians who are actually doing great things, both young and old. I'm telling you, we have well-seasoned doctors in South Africa
who are Nigerians
that are doing exceedingly well. Neurologists, we have the gynecologists, even also in the lawyers, we have advocates. He's part of our team. He returned a few days ago. Wow. He's fully in this, 100%. He writes policies for South African government. For 13 years, he has been working with the South African government.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and he has offered to be on the board with TIB to help rewrite policies for Nigeria.
All right. That's all right. I'm going to ask you my own final question, so it doesn't look like. All right, for Nigerians in Nigeria, the account to support is the Zenith Bank account, and for Nigerians in diaspora, the account to support with is the GoFundMe account. And that brings me to my next question.
And for the non-Nigerians,
you can also support with the GoFundMe account. You know. So that brings me to my next question. My next question, my final question is this: funding. And we know how people tend to see funding. They feel when they give into a particular movement, people tend to run away with the money, mismanage the funds, and all of that.
There have actually been tweets, alleging Sowore of taking the GoFundMe account money. I saw one of them. Well, I did respond of some certain people. They call themselves Nigerian Whalers on Twitter, and their allegation was Sowore has taken the money that Nigerians have contributed and gone back to blogging. I'm like, he never even left. I mean, you can't go back to what he never left. So where is he going?
I'm going to come back there later.
So I actually agree.
Yeah, in terms of funding, how is this funding process going? If somebody wants to fund from South Africa, is there a particular funding site? How do we get to fund your project there in South Africa? If we don't get to fund it, how it's been managed? Because we don't want the issues where people will start feeling like, oh, we're funding the project and there's not money to do something else. So funding is very, very key when it comes to this movement. So what's your take about funding?
Sorry, before you answer, let me quickly chip in. To buttress you know, Sowore does something every month on his Facebook page. He uploads screenshots of the bank balance, the account balance of Zenith Bank, I'm sure, and I'm not sure of GoFundMe, but for Zenith Bank, I'm sure it does every month.
Yeah.
And so Nigerians see that, okay, this month, this is how much we have in this account. Okay, last month, this is how much we have. So is there, I'm guessing that's your question, is there something like that in South Africa, maybe an account, you know, people donate to, minus the universal GoFundMe?
Yeah.
Yes, there is. We actually opened an official account with First National Bank. It's called FNB in South Africa. Because of the local currency there and the fact that not everyone is disposed to the GoFundMe account. So to make it easy for people to donate, we opened a local account there, FNB, and people have been donating in that account. It was from there we're able to host the events, that's the 4-day event we had, and it covered quite a lot of costs. And we also encouraging people to keep donating because we want to put together more funds to support the campaign. It's from there you see the t-shirts we're having, the face cap, the joggers, you know,
the jackets,
everything.
keep mentioning what you want and let me measure.
And that is what you see. You see, it's lighting up everywhere, and we even having plans of bringing it in mass. We've discussed that with the principal before he went back to US. We had a meeting with him at his hotel room where we discussed. The key players came in, had a discussion. So we're looking at bringing in millions of posters and then a lot of publicity items into the country nationwide that will be distributed so that we're able to flood the entire country with the presence of AAC. We want to make it a household name. We want to be present in people's homes, at school, in the office. So we're looking at having different items that will, you know, benefit the electorate so they can also feel our presence. We're not intending to give anybody money because we're not going to buy anybody's votes. But we want people to understand that we are here for a change, the true change, the positive change, because there are different types of change.
Yeah, that's what we didn't ask in 2015.
The true
what change are we expecting?
Change, you know.
So the true and positive change that Nigerians are looking forward to. So to everyone out there, I need them to register this name in their mind, AAC, as the party, you know, that have made up their mind to actually lead Nigeria to the promised land. Because Nigeria is endowed with natural resources. The agricultural sector is the sector that we really, really need to pay attention to, that will restore back our lost glory. Because then when we were focusing on agriculture, Nigeria was very rich. And so there was food in abundance. People were not going hungry and people were not sick because they were eating well. So we've got a lot of ideas that we want to bring in here, and that is why we came here to synergize with the team on ground, and we're looking forward to doing things together because in unity we'll be able to achieve the set goal.
Okay, I think I have one final question. Final.
Okay.
Sorry, now final question. Because you agree with me, going through, once we go live like this, going through comments, you get comments of people saying, okay, how do I join from Germany? How do I join from Italy? How do you know? So I'm sure we'll have people in South Africa who probably have not heard of this, or maybe they've not been predisposed to any one of you. So how exactly can Nigerians in South Africa join this movement? Are there Facebook pages or Telegram, you know, like you said, or what are the means they can?
We have a Facebook page, but now I think we need to develop a link to accommodate people who haven't joined yet. I was speaking to Senator Mani, and he said he's going to help me to put the Telegram group link together so that we can accommodate. Like I said, the WhatsApp group is full already. So once the Telegram is set up, then we'll put it out there.
Okay, but pending that time, considering you are the coordinator, can you give out, say, maybe your Facebook ID or your email so that people can drop in and show their interest? So when the link comes, you already have a list of people who are...
Yeah, my number is there. It's +27849104029. It's on WhatsApp, and it's also, you can call me on that number. And then our Facebook page, Take It Back SA. SA. Okay. So you can search us and then make comments and let us, we'll communicate there.
So much calmness. So much calmness.
If you advise me, if you allow me, I want to give an advice to the young Nigerians out there. You see, for a little time that we spent here since we came, I want to encourage particularly the young ones that this is a vision that you have to be part of. You see, elective position is meant for you. It's not meant for some selected people. They are not special. I want to encourage you in all wards in Nigeria. I want AAC to be represented, starting from the position of councillor to the chairman of local government, to the State House of Assembly, National House of Assembly. I want to encourage you all to be part of this. Don't let those guys that are there intimidate you. Either they are from PDP or they are from APC. They are not special. They don't have anything on their brains. You are more clever than they. Go out there, go and preach the gospel about AAC. And together, we are taking power back from there. From the old cabals, I'm telling you, you've served this country, we appreciate you. But it's time for you to leave. Because the young ones that you've trained, they are right here to take over power from you. The age of productivity in your life has expired. And that's why you should allow the young ones that have gotten the skills, the knowledge, the ability, and the credibility of taking Nigeria to next level. Thank you.
Wow. AAC action. I see they're in perfect balance. Like now, you know, I told you we can't get married. Look at how I explained. She's calm, calculated. He is on this side of, you know, you will need a solo.
No, you are the calm. Me, I'm the on this side.
No, you cannot be calm. I cannot be calm. You have to be calm. Let me do this. It's not right. No.
Okay.
Thank you very much, comrades. God bless you.
Comrades. All of them are comrades.
Comrades.
So thank you so much, sir, and Ma.
Thank you very much.
Again, it's been really refreshing, and especially with you, you know, our conversation has been really.
Especially with who?
With her, no.
Okay, especially with you.
You get trouble.
Copycat, yeah. So much. I will give you my home address so you can. Why are you laughing?
Is
Do you know
this
what
still
we're
alright?
Is it a laugh? No, they are going to cut that part, I'm sure. I'm not begging you. It's not like I'm begging. I don't like, so you'll not be thinking that nobody's begging. I'm not begging. You know, it's for the development and betterment of Take It Back TV. You know, that we have an ensemble that, you know, I think we go work in sharp proper, but I mean, you know you are taking it back real.
You're just making these people feel like I'm not taking care of you, and I don't like that feeling you're giving them.
Oh, you just denied me, so what's the point?
It's okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us on today's amazing segment of Take It Back TV live in South Africa. Believe it or not. Yes, we're in South Africa.
Yeah, we're in South Africa.
You're in South Africa. Don't ask us where, but just know we're in South Africa. Somewhere in South Africa.
You are not in Pretoria. You are not in Cape Town. We are in somewhere between Pretoria and Cape Town, very close to Ikeja. I mean, alright, for those of you that are just joining us, it's time to leave.
Yeah.
I want to say a very big thank you to everyone who joined to watch. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone who would like, subscribe, and also share. For Nigerians in Nigeria, the account to support with is the Zenith Bank account, and you'll see it on your screen right now.
Yes.
For Nigerians in diaspora, the account supports with is the GoFundMe account, and
yes,
you'll see it on the screen
right
now.
Part. Yes, thank you. And you don't have to be a Nigerian to actually, you know, donate to this movement. Whether you're Lebanese, whether you're Chinese, whether you're Indianese, allow me to use that because, you know, my father's father, I remember. My father's father is from India. Okay. So, you know, everybody, please, please, please donate to this cause because you have to be a part of the revolution. You have to be a part of the change. You should be able to beat your chest to say, yes, I participated in making Nigeria better. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting, for criticisms. We read all, we see all. Thank you for sharing. We love you. I love you. Davis does not. I love you so I love you so much. Till we come to your screen again.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.